What's up, everybody? Welcome to Underground Crypto. Oh, let me let the Discord know. There's a link to the free Discord in the chat. Check it on out. Let me tell them that we are live. All right, with that done, thank you, Melissa, for sending a sticker in. Says keep it up, and I sure will. Blues Guy says, Underground, my man, so grateful, buddy. Blessings to everybody. Stay high vibes. Exactly. I can't wait to get this stream going. Yesterday's stream was a lot of fun. We did a DeFi Friday a little different than how we normally do it, and it was a lot of fun. So if you were there, you know what I'm talking about. If not, then I guess you'll have to check out that Friday stream from yesterday. Shout out to Camsta. Thank you for being here. And I will catch everybody in just a minute. El Cheeto in the house. Thank you for being here on a Saturday night. Appreciate it, brother. Welcome in, everybody. We will start this off apparently in the absolute wrong place. Why would my window capture be that? Okay, anyways, never mind that. Here we are on the crypto bubbles, and my camera's off. Oh, so much fun, all the technical issues of running a live stream. But here we are, we got it going, and we're kicking off here at the crypto bubbles as we always do. One love, homies. Exactly, El Cheeto, you get it. Pippin up 19%, Pepe up 27.9%, Dogecoin up 18.5% to 11.5 cents. Looks like we're getting a pump. Right now I'm currently in a short on River. I don't even know why. It was impulsive. It was a little impulsive. I was just hoping to grab like $5-10 real quick, and I didn't go in very heavy. We'll get back to that in a minute. Anyways, what else do we got? Pi Network up 22.9%. Glad to see getting a few bounces here that have a little bit higher momentum, right? And shout out to Blues Guy and Melissa. They've already sent super chats and super stickers, and we just started the stream. I don't know when they did that, but earlier today. I hope they're going to be here, so shout out to the whole team. Thanks for being here. What is HNT? Oh, helium. Man, I haven't seen helium on the radar in a long time. It's down 70% on the year, but it's up 19.4% on the day. SPX 900 up 11.9% as well. What is SFP? Oh, SafePal. Okay. It's hard to keep them all memorized when you don't see them very often. But you got Floki, Fartcoin, Ultima, Pith Network, Aerodrome. Aerodrome, what did it get up to? 33 cents. I like that. All right, let's drop down another 100 and check that out. Just doing our due diligence here, just running through some things. Cyrene up 12.9%. This Sisic, I think is what I decided I wanted to call it, up 16.8%. It was on our radar a couple of months ago, or yeah, I think it was a couple months ago. Hadn't really heard much out of it lately. UCN, Uchain got a nice pump today, 20% from $600 to $800. It must have not a lot of coins in its max supply or circulating supply. Ohm looked like it was kind of coming back from the dead. It was down 98.8% on the year, but it did get a little 14% bounce. Is the bottom in? Are we going to start a bull market? That is kind of what we're waiting to see pan out here. Nobody really knows, but we're hopeful. Rose up 7%, grass up 10%. What is grass up to? 21 cents. I remember when this thing was several dollars. Yeah, $2.60 at least within this year. Move This Quack AI. I think I had a Duck AI at one point. That thing's not doing so hot. All right, let's move over and take a look at our price rundown. So as you know, this is the last day of our series that we've done all week, trying to raise your crypto IQs out there. I think that understanding just about any aspect of crypto better gives you a better chance of speculating in the market. But of course, I don't give you financial advice. It's education. I think education comes first, then you're your own source of financial advice. So BTC, $69,644 here, only up 0.8% in the last 7 days. Ethereum still holding over $2,068. And let's go down. Look at this Tether at 99 cents. Who would have guessed? XRP $1.53, getting a 7% bounce in the last 7 days. BNB $633, 1.6 up in the last 24 hours. Solana $88.30, up 1.2% in the last 7 days. Dogecoin getting a 16% bounce in the last 7 days, 17.6% in the last 24 hours. If you don't know, I've told the story a bunch of times about how I got into crypto, and it started with Dogecoin, and I didn't even know what the heck it was. This was many years ago, right? I bought Dogecoin at 0.002. There might even have been another zero in there, to be honest with you. I don't remember. Anyways, it was very low. Cardano 29 cents. Hyperliquid is $31.46. 100% raisin IQ. Yep, appreciate that, El Cheeto. We're going to get to our short story in just a moment to really create the angle and lay the foundation for everything else that we're going to be talking about. And man, again, the DeFi Friday show yesterday was a ton of fun. If you know, you know. Just kind of flash this real quick. If you don't know about this, then you weren't at the show. XMR, $350. Monero, Chainlink, $9. Canton Network, 16 cents. Stella, 17.5 cents. HBAR, 10 cents. Almost said 13 cents. That would have been false. Avalanche, AVAX, $9.59. SWE, $1.03. Glad to see it back over $1. I hold a little bit of SWE, but not a crazy amount. All right, let's run down. And even though I tried really hard from the bottom of the last bear market not to, spread my bag too thin, I still did a little bit for sure. It takes, at least, in my opinion, it takes a good 6 to 8 years to get really into more intermediate of building portfolios and stuff, right? So Flare still at number 74. It was 75 yesterday. It's still hanging in there. We have a lot of tutorials in the Flare ecosystem. Let's go take a look at our highlights. Check out this chat. Blues Guy in the house. Thank you, Blues Guy, for the super chat really early on. I saw that. Made my day to come to the stream and was setting up, and I was already, had a super sticker and a super chat. That was really awesome. I need to set my goal earlier when I set up the stream, so if anybody sends anything in, it counts towards our goal of 5 super chats. So I'm going to just say that those 2 count, and we need 3 more to hit our goal, even though I guess it's not going to tell us. Anyways, the goal is more of just a fun thing to do for the channel. It's not anything I'm really all that worried about. So what's up, Blues Guy? Oh, Melissa. Is Melissa here? I hope that map there leads us to the land of plenty in crypto. That's pretty funny. All right. So I am in a little bit of a short for River. It's nothing extraordinary. I did jump the gun and kind of hop in, and then setting up the stream, it pumped on me. It always seems to happen that way. I guess I should have taken along, and if I would have took a little more time to look at it, I probably would have taken along. We are down 18 bucks. I don't have a lot of money in this trade at all. It might be like 50 bucks. So I can add to it. I can mitigate a little bit. Let's see what happens here. All right. Kind of wanted to give a minute for a couple more people to hop in before I read the story for today. All right, and so we're over here on what's trending for CoinGecko. Pudgy Penguins, of course. I swear Pudgy Penguins is trending every day. I don't pay a lot of attention to Pudgy Penguins' price on a regular basis. That's pretty true. It is number 102 by market cap, so it's almost in the top 100, and I'm sure it has been in the top 100 at some points. It's up 16.4% in the last 7 days. I gotta say that Pudgy Penguins looks like the strongest NFT project in crypto. If you would like to dispute that, please do that in the chat. And smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, that's a personal choice. And there is a link to our free Discord in the chat where we're hanging out when we're not streaming. So Pudgy Penguin, Solana, Bitcoin, Pi Network, Pippin, Zcash, XRP, Pepe, Monad, Dash, Hyperliquid, Lighter, Sweet, Canton Network, and ICP. I love to see ICP hanging out there. It is very low. I mean, that looks like it's about where I bought it originally at. I don't remember. I'd have to look at what my average price is on it, right? And it looks like we're pumping again. Where the heck is this thing going? I keep being short on River, and it keeps wanting to just absolutely rip. I mean, it had just dumped quite a bit, so maybe I should have saw that coming. Let's go for a lower high, right? Lower high. And we're probably coming up against some 200s on the 3 or the 5, right? It would load. Okay, yeah, we're coming up against that 3-minute 200. So I'm going to take a minute and just watch, see if we get above the 3-minute or the 5-minute 200 without getting a substantial pull down, and then I'll look to maybe mitigate my way out of that position. But we could just easily get rejected by the 3 or the 5-minute 200. Happens all the time. So really nothing new to report here as far as the coins that are trending. I'm glad that we go over them, but when we go a little bit deeper, it's usually because there's something that we don't know what it is, whether it's new or it just haven't come across our radar in a long time, right? But if there's anything anywhere at any time that you don't know what it is or you want me to go over, just throw it in the chat, even if you don't see it on here and it's just something that you think of yourself. Let's see. This is yo, that one guy, Ola, and then Camsta says, oh boy. I wonder if he's talking about this River trade. I'm now phenomenal at catching River in the wrong direction. All right, Fear and Greed Index is at 8. It was at 9 yesterday. Not a whole lot to report here. Thank you, everybody, for showing up on a Saturday night. That's awfully nice of you. And what do we got here? So up, that's yield farming. Zama is the one that I think I'm going to probably switch to trading instead of River, just because it has far more volume in it. 219 million in the last 24 hours, but I'd have to go check out its chart and all of that. I definitely jumped the gun and hopped into a trade on River way too quickly. That was kind of stupid of me. It happens. That's the power of mitigation right there, right? So we got Rainbow. Espresso is kind of new on the radar. They've been around for a while. We've talked about them several times, but they just now token generated their coin. Tria, Warden Protocol, BitLayer. Of course, BitLayer is Bitcoin DeFi and one of my preferred projects in Bitcoin DeFi, even though you should know how I feel about Bitcoin DeFi at this point. ZK Pass, Banker, and Pepe. And let's make it the top 20 instead of the top 10. They did completely change how the trending stuff looks over on Crypto Rank. So we're getting used to that slowly but surely. My network, fully homomorphic encryption, and that is why it's FHE as a ticker. I like that they did that because it really says who they are. If you know, you know. Aztec, all about privacy and transparency layers and having the best of both worlds, right? I like Aztec quite a bit, but I haven't seen their technology, of course, because I'm not a developer. So Lena, Barachain, Kite AI, Plasma, which is all about XPL, is all about the stablecoin networks. Layer 0, Monad, shout out to Melissa, the queen of Monad, Story Protocol, IP, and Dogecoin. Again, not a whole lot here on our radar that we don't know about. And again, Rainbow is a new wallet that's out that's very much, I'm not going to say it's like Solflare, but like it's the same idea. It's a wallet, has a lot of in-wallet features. Speaking of wallets, I did finally get, where is it? How do I make it big? All right, I don't know what I just did. I made it disappear, not open inside the web browser. Well, if you watched the Friday stream, there was a wallet that had to do with the Stark network. Here's snaps for Stark network, right? And we had to open a different wallet. We were trying to get a little bit of money over to this game so we could actually play the game. We were messing around with the practice for free. There's not a lot of people playing this game, honestly, so I would like to see if I could earn some money over there, just to have a fun game to play. It's a little dark, but that's all right. It doesn't look like too bad of a game. All right, So we're going to kind of continue that. I need to open up that extension. Let's see if we can do that. It was called like, well, it's Ready Wallet, but it's been renamed. It looks like they rebranded at some point. We need to pin that thing. There we go. And then let's bring it up. Let's see. Does it pop up or not? I got to let the stream catch up for a half a second and see if this thing pops up here. See if you guys can see it on the stream or not. That would be good to know. Okay, so it does pop up on the actual stream. It's funny because usually it opens as like a drop down and not in the actual web browser. Kind of like that, because then I don't have to go do anything fancy to get it so you guys can see it. So this is Ready Wallet, formerly Argent, and this is all Stark Network stuff, right? Stark Network, I believe, is Bitcoin DeFi, but I'll have to double check that at some point just to make sure I'm not saying the wrong thing over and over. Stake your Bitcoin. Okay, so yeah, it is Bitcoin DeFi. I definitely remembered it. Download our new app. Let's add funds. What do we have? From another chain, buy with a credit card or bank transfer. I'm just curious what they have. Okay. I remember when everything used to be like Moon, what was it? Moon Wallet or something like that used to be one of the main processors. And I used to see it everywhere. I don't see it at all anymore. Very interesting. I don't know if I really want to give my credit card or debit card information to one of these random third parties. I'd rather buy it somewhere else. The problem is that if you buy StarkNet, you know, which is the native token for the blockchain, that's what you need to send transactions. That's what messed us up, because we did everything in like ETH or something, in Ethereum. And so once we got Ethereum into the wallet, we couldn't send the money over to the game wallet, this game, the actual wallet here, because we didn't have any StarkNet to process transaction. It was at the end of the stream. Anyways, I digress. It was, we ran out of time on that. I am indeed talking about La Riviere. That's hilarious. Rainbow is partner with Flare. It literally goes with the cycle. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I mean, we touched on Rainbow a few times. I opened up their website. I looked at it. I haven't used it, though. I really like that Xantham or whatever wallet, Xama or whatever it is called, which is the wallet that we use for Flare. I like that wallet a lot. I haven't used it a ton, but I do like it. All right, so River trade not doing a whole lot. Looking for the 3 minute to come down. Is the 5 minute high yet? 5 minutes been high for a little while. It needs to come down. Looks like it's getting rejected off of the 200-day moving average. And I'm just gonna throw an alert in the back end on it. Actually, I want to see where is my break even. It is $13.62. Let's throw that alert here at $13.62. All right, let's throw an alert on it. That way I don't have to keep constantly coming back to it. We'll just see it when it crosses that line. 1 minute RSI is bottoming out. Anyway, so I just wanted to say I did get this wallet set up. If you watch the Friday stream, you know what I'm talking about. And maybe towards the end of the stream, I'll work on getting, you know, a couple of dollars into StarkNet so we can send that over and make that one of the games that we play at the end of the stream. Wait, Bitfrost is even better because you have access to all Flare. Bitfrost is the official Flare wallet. Okay, that's cool. And yeah, Exum is the official XRP. Yeah, I got you. And we were dealing with XRP. I remember that's why we used that Exum wallet. All right. Well, I guess I have to set up a Bitfrost wallet as well. All right. So moving on here, let's talk our story, our short story about following power through crypto. And again, this is the last episode of this particular series. Obviously, Monday we'll start a new series. No stream on Sunday night for the foreseeable future, but I don't see that being forever. Says, at the beginning of crypto, power seemed simple. There were founders, developers, miners. Systems were small enough that influence was pretty visible. Then decentralization arrived. Ownership spread across tokens. Decisions moved into DAOs, infrastructure multiplied, communities formed, markets expanded, and narratives emerged. Power didn't vanish, it fragmented. Now influencers live in many places at once. Some of it sits in wallets, some of it infrastructure providers, some in developers who maintain the code, some in communities that coordinate beliefs, some in the markets that validate narratives. No single controls everything. No single layer controls everything. Each layer shapes part of the system. This is why crypto feels unpredictable, because outcomes don't come from one authority, they emerge from interactions between many. When infrastructure shifts, access changes. Then governance shifts, rules change. When consensus shifts, legitimacy changes. And when narrative shifts, attention moves. Power moves with them. Decentralization didn't remove the power from crypto, it redistributed it into the network of influence. Understanding that network is understanding crypto itself. That seems like a pretty big, bold statement, if you know what I'm saying. And this is really what we've been talking about most of the week. Let's get to our regular talking points so they're there when I'm ready for them. There we go. Why crypto feels invisible. All right, so back to where we were. We were looking at our top 20. Not a whole lot here that I really wanted to go over that I haven't gone over much. There's Zama. I do want to kind of take a look at Zama. Let's go to the 3-minute chart here for River. I don't like having the 5-minute up and never moves. Looks like it's starting to get the pullback. Can we get into the positive? And how's everybody feeling on a Saturday night, you know? Says happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Thank you for being here, Grandma. I appreciate it. So, how's everybody feeling? Is there anything anybody wants to talk about? I know a lot of times I kind of lead the way in the show, which makes sense. But if there's anything anybody really wants to go over, they should let me know. Other than that, it's a Saturday stream. We're having a good time. I feel like it's already going by so fast. It's only been a half hour. I guess there just wasn't as many new things to go over today. What else should we look at here? While we see if this trade is going to do anything. Let's look at the 1 minute. 1 minute's already bottomed out. Can we get some follow through for the larger time frame of the 3 minute, which shouldn't be bottomed out yet? It's almost reset. How about that 5? Yeah, that 5 just started, and the 15 was kind of already halfway up. Looks like my liquidation, if I don't add margin, would be up near the 200 for the 15 minute. And I always feel like I'm going to do like a quick stream on like a Saturday night, and it never does wind up being a very quick stream. Check out Chainers for a minute. A link to Chainers in the description if you haven't checked it out yourself. I just want to sell my stuff here and get some BNB. Stacking up that BNB slowly but surely. Does have like usually a 3-hour window or so to set out. Cashes out every 3 hours. There's only 22 minutes left here. And then if I bring up my wallet, you will see how much BNB I've collected so far. Mind you, BNB is worth quite a bit of money, so you're not gonna, well, what does 50 cents or 25 cents look like in BNB, right? It's gonna have a lot of zeros in front of it. Now, I really wanted to get some money in Starknet, so let's just ask ChatGPT here. I want to get some Starknet asset in my Stark Network wallet. Where would be the best place for me to buy and send it over? I don't know why. I'm feeling like tonight's stream is going to be education, trading, and some DeFi gaming. Everybody okay with that? Everybody cool with that? Buy on an exchange with Starknet withdrawals, right, which are like all the ones that I don't use. Gate.io, OKX, KuCoin I do have, Bybit, Binance. Interesting. US friendly would be like Kraken. I don't have a Kraken wallet, right? Alternative bridge from Ethereum, very common. Swap ETH. to Starknet. Now, this is something we did quite a bit yesterday, was messing with these bridges. Starkgate is the official Ethereum bridge. So maybe we'll just try to do that. That would make a lot of sense here. So take me to the bridge, Starkgate. Wait, that's their Twitter. I don't want to go to their Twitter. I want to go to the actual bridge. There we go. I swear this is the one we used, right? Okay, right when I say connect to wallet, it automatically connects. Oof. Here's the problem. You're not gonna have any money in Ethereum to do that. So I'm gonna have to send some from Coinbase to my MetaMask wallet in order to do that. All right, moving on. Let's go look at the top gainers, top losers of today. Chris Goss 333, welcome in my fellow lifer. Givers gain. So Spacecoin up 117%. Again, it's always the coins that I think are the most dumb and unlikely to move that randomly pop. Now that doesn't mean this thing is important. It's probably fallen quite a bit before it even popped here. Omni Network, useless coin, love that. BitLayer, Cork Chain, Pepe, Pi Network, what is that, Aoki? I don't know how you're supposed to say that. Doge in the top gainers, love to see that. Binance Peg Doge, of course, getting a move as well. Or Pippin, let's see, who's the top loser? MYX Finance. It's down to 27.7 million. And then Power Protocol, second day being a big loser. Banker Coin a big loser. War, Humanity, River. Speaking of River, we are moving down towards the break even. Thought about mitigating at the top there, and I did not. So the 3's probably reset. 5 minutes, still not reset. Yeah, we're pretty much just hoping that 5 minute gets a full reset there, and I'll probably get down to a break even and hop on out. I don't know why I'm a little lost on where to go from here. I want to check out my staking over on MemeX here. 1 day. So in almost exactly 24 hours, I'll be able to pull or restake. I'll probably wind up restaking because what else am I doing? I'm getting these MyXP points for staking Meme Core. No idea what they're good for. I've said that a bunch of times. The traction is really slowed down over here. Crypto feeling the lack of attention. I think you could really say that. Shout out to everybody who's here. Wow, there's quite a few people here. Thank you. Please smash that like button. And we're still mining over here on Fogo. Just kind of going through all the things we normally talk about. Really feeling a round of Panzer Dogs real quick. Let's do that. Had so much fun at DeFi Friday show yesterday. It's kind of bleeding over into Saturday. And we'll check out this, curving right here. Didn't quite get it. Should have mitigated when we were up here a little more. That's what it feels like. But let's ease our mind with a round of Panzer Dogs. Oh, Bankroll in the house. What's up, Bankroll? Thank you for being here. Shout out to you joining us late on a Saturday night. Surprised you ain't passed out. Maybe you already passed out and woke up from your nap already. And after I play a round or two of this, we're going to go into our talking points and raise that crypto IQ. I hope you guys understood the short story. We're talking about power in crypto. What does it look like? Where does it come from? Are we really as decentralized as everybody loves to talk about, or are we not? That's the real question there. Wow, I definitely hit this person like several times. We must be lagging. It's the only thing I can think of here. I am so good at getting any of them to 10, 5, under 100 health, and then not being able to kill them. It's so funny. Bang. Bang, bang. I got 2 kills, and it's 2-0. All right. Took him out before he could use too much of that special effect, that lightning ball gun there. I can't wait till they do some little adding to this game. A tournament style thing would be really cool. Look at that, 14 health, and I'm not able to get that last hit every time. And usually somebody else steals my kill. They got me. They got me. I got one. Absolutely no speaker boxing. Some of you will get that reference. Some of you will not. All right, let's grab some health. Yo, what is with the lag? I love how on my computer I beat him to the special weapon, and in reality I did not. All right, 5-2. That game was brutal. My teammates weren't doing nothing. All right, let's go talk about some talking points. Check in with our trade. Does look like it wants to come down to the 1 minute 200. We're only down $10. Nothing crazy. It says let's go slaying. Exactly. I do enjoy some Panzer Dog. Let's try to raise that crypto IQ on a Saturday night, right? Crypto promise systems without owners. Why crypto power feels invisible. All right. So crypto promise systems without owners or central authority. That was the ethos. Because of this framing, power in crypto often feels like it disappeared. In reality, power became distributed across layers instead of concentrated in one place. This makes it harder to see but not weaker. Understanding crypto requires seeing this layer structure. Ownership was only the first layer. So first we're talking about ownership, if that wasn't clear. So token distribute ownership, but ownership does not equal control. Holding a token does not automatically determine protocol direction, infrastructure access, or market legitimacy. Ownership is influence, but only one form of influence, right? Infrastructure becomes structural power. Access layers determine usability. RPC providers, that is, are people that choose the routing on the back end of things like wallets and bridges and an interface, right? So when you click something in your wallet, where it actually routes to do whatever you're accomplishing or trying to do is chosen by the RPC provider, and that chooses who makes the money in the back end of the crypto, right? The validators and whatnot. So shapes how users interact with the protocol. Because most users depend on these layers, infrastructure operators gain practical influence over behavior and outcomes. So if I can control who the money gets routed through, I'm controlling who gets paid as a validator and things like that. I have a lot of power in crypto. So if I'm the one who does that in a certain network or has most control, you got to be nice to me, or I'll make sure you never make any money. And that is what influence and power looks like. Governance distributes responsibility. DAO governance distributes decision authority, but influence often exists before voting in proposal design, coordination, and expertise. Governance records decisions. It does not always originate them. Social consensus determines legitimacy. So how everybody feels about it really determines if one thing is more legitimate than another. So forks and disputes reveal that legitimacy comes from the collective agreement, the chain or rule set people treat as canon becomes reality. So they're deciding again what is real and what is not real. The social consensus is social before it is ever technical. That was a little weird the way they wrote that. Narrative coordinates belief. So now we're talking about narratives, right? Narratives direct attention and capital. Attention brings builders and users. Participation reinforces that legitimacy. Narratives, oh, it looks like we are in the green. Narratives Narrative does not replace reality, it helps create it. Oh wow, look at it just like go down and touch it, and then it's like, nope, bounce back up. Pretty common price action stuff right there. And what does it look like over here on trading view? All right, let's get back to what we were doing. See if we can get some follow through with that. I wouldn't doubt if it bounces off the 1 minute 200. I really wouldn't. But if we lose it, probably in for a decent sized dump, and then that would be money. So how these layers interact. Power in crypto flows through interactions. Infrastructure shapes access, governance shapes rules, consensus shapes legitimacy. Narrative shape attention, ownership interacts with all of them. No single layer dominates permanently. So power shifts over time, early stages, founders and developers dominate. Growth stage, infrastructure and investors gain influence, and mature stages, users and market shape outcomes. Crypto power is dynamic. Check up on this chat here. So what decentralization actually means? Decentralization does not remove power from crypto. It distributes it across participants and layers so no single actor permanently dominates. It changes the structure, not the existence of power. Crypto didn't eliminate power. It turned it into a network, and we already read the story. So we can hop back over to this trade. Does look very likely to bounce here. But if it doesn't bounce on that 200, then we're probably in for, you know, $20, $30, $40 gain here. So let's just watch for a moment. Come on, lose that 200. Something meaningful. I'm in Florida with a heater on right now. Even though it's not near as cold as it's been. So experience would tell me that this wicking down so low so quickly, that which gets wicked gets candlestick. Somebody used to say that all the time, and I've seen it play out to be true a lot of times. Like, look, this got wicked up here, and you did eventually go up there. It's kind of when it shoots up real fast or down real quick, it kind of says, hey, it's a lot of people and a lot of liquidity down here. And when it wicks really fast, a lot of times it doesn't fulfill all the orders and stuff, so it's got to like come back down and do it again. Of course, this is one of those places where it's like I could get out for $3 loss, and it would make a lot of sense. But with this 21 rolling over here on the 1 minute, I'm inclined to kind of see if it just keeps getting rejected by it and driven down. Gonna move my notification on trading view. That looks like a strong candle popping off there. All right, on to something else. Oh, one more game and I'll have enough to open another NFT box. I don't know why. I feel like I really don't know what else to go over. We went through all of that stuff way too fast. Hopefully with Monday comes more positive price action and more interesting projects to go over. Barely got out of the way of that missile right there. Again, with getting my opponent down to less than 100 and not being able to finish him off, although I did get him for sure. Bang. All right. I got two. Feeling good about this. Don't grab that missile. I knew he was going to get me with it. All right, now we're full health. Look at that lag. It's very laggy. Oh, I didn't even notice he grabbed that rocket. That sucks. Nope, that's my health right there. Got another one. I think I have all the kills for my team. Good chance. Shout out to my own teammate for hitting me with a missile. Gotta love that. Oh, I watched my shot go right through him. That means we're lagging here. Don't even think about it. 5 kills. Pretty sure I have all the kills for the team. There we go. Maybe we shared that one, it looks like. We'll see at the end what they give me credit for. Got another one. All right, 7-2. Let's see. Did I get top dog or did I not get top dog? Pretty sure I did. Let's go. Top dog with 7 kills. I told you I got all the kills. My other 2 players got 0 kills. They must have been bots. What's up with the team and me with the bots? All right, let's go home and open a box, see what kind of NFT we get. This is play to own for those who don't know. Most of you guys know that. All right, so we got something uncommon, and it's just uncommon ingot, which is just like a form of currency. You can see here you can buy stuff with them. I have a ton of copper ingots, not many uncommon, and what you really want are these more rare ingots up here. Did finally get my first epic NFT, but it was just a paint job and I wasn't a big fan of it, so there's that. All right, so now I'm thinking, let's go ahead and try to bridge some stuff over. But I kind of got to think it through because I have my Snap wallet with MetaMask. Yeah, should automatically connect here, but I don't have any Stark tokens in it. But I did make a new wallet, so I almost need to send, I need to get a small amount of Stark tokens over into this wallet so that I can send my ETH elsewhere. We really chewed up our like $10 in ETH. Hold on, wait, there was something else we were doing and I don't think we did it right. Open my MetaMask wallet. We were trying to send some money over to the Kronos wallet and we used a bridge and I don't think it ever did a dang thing. Tokens. Yeah, it never sent it. It just took my money and never sent it over to my Kronos wallet. Well, that's stupid. That's really annoying. So much for that bridge. It was supposed to be the official bridge of Kronos, and it did nothing. So that's ridiculous. And another reason why I'm not a big fan of the Kronos ecosystem. So where do I want to go from here? All right, enough of that. We're going to need to send over a little bit of ETH to our ETH wallet. Let's see. Let's do that. Give me a half a second here. I'm going to send a couple dollars over to my ETH wallet from Coinbase to my MetaMask and see if we can't continue to figure this out. This is live figuring stuff out. Underground Crypto Deep Dive Research Channel. All right, bought the ETH. Now I just need to send the ETH to myself. They're always changing on Coinbase how in the heck you're supposed to do this. All right, scan the QR code. Just got a new phone today too, so having to go and re-sign in everything is annoying. It is stressful because you're like, man, what if something gets messed up and I'm not able to actually get into something, this, that, and the other. And, you know, it's easy to stress about that. All right, so we sent ETH to our ETH wallet. It'll take a half a second. Our ultimate goal is to get over here and play this game. Now, this game looks pretty cool. It is on Starknet ecosystem, so that's cool. I like to mess around with games that are on different ecosystems. And apparently they even have tournaments with this sometimes where people win up to like $4,000. So this is a turn-by-turn game. It does look a little dark for sure. It is very like, you know, mystical dungeon style thing. And again, it's turn by turn. So let's see. We can do 4 damage. We should be able to kill that thing first try. There we go. We're going to get some XP, hopefully some money. Let's throw some stuff into strength. I've been practicing a little bit, really just yesterday, just because I want to be decent at the game before I pay money to actually compete with it. Let's grab a katana. That costs like 20. And I'd like to have some gear here. See, 16. I don't know if I want that. Let's just go with the hands. Oh, those are hide. I want metal. Here we go. The chest plate for 20. And I think I'm good with that. Purchase those items. You'll see them go into our inventory. Very much like any MMORPG or anything like that, although it's just a turn-based game. But the same idea with all of your items and gear and your stats, all of that good stuff. Then you click explore. And I'd love to play a tournament for this. It'd be cool. All right. I was actually counting on hopefully getting one of those potions. It's just a health potion. It's nothing crazy. Let me get back over to the chat here. See what everybody's saying. All right. No comments here for a while. That's good. Good that we're up to date on it. Not necessarily good that nobody's commenting, but I digress. So let's get some more strength, I guess. Only one stat at a time. We have no money. Our health is looking pretty good. Hopefully the grabbing a little bit of gear. Wow, another potion. So weird. This is the same thing that happened the other game. So what's happened to us so far is that when you go get, a little bit into the game, eventually they just throw some like crazy monster at you that there's no way you're prepared for. And so there's like monsters that come at you, and then there's like these events, right? I don't know why he goes running towards like the glass or whatever he was doing. Anyone still on Zora? I haven't personally. I kind of quit. I quit posting over on Zora because like there's just no traction. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of real legitimate stuff going on over there. But also, you were getting much better traction than I was. I don't want to go. I don't want to go post a bunch of nature pics and stuff like that. For me personally, being underground crypto. Now, if I didn't do any of this, maybe I would be interested in that. And I know that that's what you do. And people just posting like general posts about like what they do in real life, like going on a walk in the neighborhood or their dog or in the woods, like that seems to be what most people respond to over on Zora. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of crypto stuff going on, which is weird because Zora is supposed to be very like crypto influenced or based. So it's very interesting that there's not much crypto stuff that really lives over there, to be honest with you. At least that I've seen. That's my personal opinion. I don't really know. Says this game looks awesome. I'm a big Diablo fan since the OG. Yeah, and I'm gonna right now I'm on the like play for free, kind of like trial thing just to show it. And we're trying to get some money over. I just saw that my ETH finally sent. This trade took off on us here. We are down $25. if it would load. Is it double topping? It does kind of seem double top-ish here. Let's drag our line to our top wick here. See if you ever break that. I would like to mitigate, but I don't want to mitigate too hard until we actually get some real movement. Mitigating too early is not the best idea. And yeah, I kind of like the play of this game. I'm good at like turn-by-turn strategy. Any kind of strategy type game, that's usually what I'm best at. Alright, so they threw some absolutely insane looking monster at us. Did he attack me or did I attack him? Really, no. Looks like he attacked me. He ambushed me for 12 damage. We need to flee. Did we get away? If we didn't, okay, we fled successfully. Yeah, we were not prepared to fight that thing. And that's the one thing about this game so far, is that you just encounter some crazy stuff that just kills you. Like, we ran into some crazy dragon and it just one-shotted us. I was like, okay, there's nothing I can do. All I do is click explore, right? Nothing I can do. So I checked out the leaderboard, and it seems like if you can get to level 48, 49, you're in the top of the leaderboard at that point. So that's very interesting. Wow, I took 36 damage from this thing, and I never got a chance to attack at all. I'm trying to flee. If we don't, oh, we failed to flee. We're cooked. We're just gonna have to keep trying to run away. What else can we do? Okay, we fled successfully. We're pretty cooked here, which is the one thing about this game that seems kind of lame, is that I almost have to get kind of a perfect, I have to get a bit of like a perfect scenario to even get started here, which is fine when it's free, but when I'm actually paying for the game, that's not cool. If I just get like a crap run, oh yeah, he looks like he's gonna kill us. And the monster shows up, we should get a chance to fight. It shouldn't be like the monster shows up, kills me, and then we'll see if I can do anything. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of lame. And at this point I'm screwed because I have no money. My attack power is pretty solid. I'm gonna have to attack this thing. But even if I win, I only get 3 gold. Like, that's pretty lame. I only get 3 gold is pretty lame. So I did manage to kill it, but I have 2 health. Like, I am cooked. I've got 5 gold, and potions now cost 7. They did cost 5, and they went up. So all I can do is hit explore and hope that something doesn't pop out and hit me, because if it does, I'm done. Alright, so we did get a potion, but who knows what it gave us. It's probably like, what, plus 5 health? Plus 2 health. Whew. Thank God they weren't overly generous right there. But I'm glad that you like this, the look of this game, El Cheeto. Alright, another potion. We might somehow make it through this. I need to just pull nothing but potions or money bags for like a solid 2-3 rolls from here. Oh no, this is a wyvern, it looks like. I wish they would brighten it up a little bit. It is a little bit dark. Oh, we're dead. Yep. So the wyvern hit me and we're cooked. I don't really understand how I was supposed to do anything about this. You feel me? What was I supposed to do about this? Anyways, let's go out of it. Right. And we did get ETH over into our wallet. Now I want to bridge. Right. And I want to bridge to Starknet. Oof. So from Ethereum, oh, here we go. This is where I can choose maybe what I want. Stark token. That would be great. And I want to bridge. Oh, I don't have any Stark tokens. See, this is where it just gets weird and then weird and more weird. So I got to think it through. So we want to get Starknet. If I buy Starknet on Ethereum and I bridge it, that'll work. That'll work. So I need to go into my MetaMask and try to swap in my Ethereum wallet for some Stark. And it doesn't exist. I did spell it right, for sure. And this is where it sucks because it's going to eat me up in some fees. So from there, what it looks like I need to do Sucks because I have $5 in ETH in my other wallet. And if I could get some Stark over there, but see, if I send ETH directly to my other wallet, I'm kind of screwed because I can't swap. Now this other wallet, all right, dang, it doesn't have me logged in. It's annoying. What do I want to do here? Yeah, so this is my MetaMask. See, MetaMask has what they call snaps, which are third-party integrations into MetaMask for things that you don't necessarily have in MetaMask, right? But where it gets more annoying is I'm in my ETH wallet for MetaMask, and I need Stark, and they don't have Stark as something that I can swap into, which is stupid. Oh wait, it might be. I think I know where I messed up. I typed in Stark and not the ticker. Okay, so that helps. The next thing that I need to know is how much ETH do I want to do that with? Let's go back to our bridge. So a lot of times I'll use the bridge to do math for me, right? So let's see. Let's use something like USDC. And I want $1 in USDC, but I don't have any. Okay. In a normal swap, it would let me math this out. Maybe I can go back. You see how you kind of got to walk through a bunch of stuff. Look at that. We came all the way down. My alert never went off. Another bounce at the 200, or are we going down? Looks like we're probably going down here. All right, where was I? That is definitely taking me off kilter here. All right, so I do have in MetaMask the ability to swap for Stark. Of course, I always forget you guys can't see what I'm doing in MetaMask. And there we go. Look at that. So we're up $4. Honestly, I wouldn't mind just getting the heck out of this trade. But you don't make any money doing that. We just made a head and shoulder pattern here. If you look. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So let's go ahead and check out the measured move of that head and shoulder here. It's pretty decent if you ask me. Back down to basically these levels here where you started at like $13.39. And a little bit lower even than that. Can we get that follow through? I mean, it's definitely shoulder, head and shoulder pattern. That doesn't mean it's going to play out very quickly. So we're going to let this thing cook. Yeah, let it drop. Exactly. That was what I was thinking. Must have read my mind, man. All right, back to where we were. So we need to swap some Stark. I need to figure out. I need to move that alert. Otherwise, I'm going to be listening to that alert go off on the 1 minute over and over. It looks like that's a little bit of a bottom there. It's going to bounce and then hopefully continue to trend down. We will see. All right, we can get rid of the talking points. Trying to get rid of anything we don't need here. I guess we need all of these. All right, so I need to bridge in MetaMask, or not bridge, swap for some Stark. The fun dynamic game here is that I need to definitely leave some ETH for transaction fees. Okay. All right, so we will. It's gonna cost me $1 just to swap into this. The ETH fees kill you when you're not messing with a lot of money. They really do. And we'll go check on River. Not a very big bounce there. Be nice if it would just lose the 200 and continue to drop. Make a lot of sense. I think the 15's probably played out by now. Yep, 15's high coming down. That should buy us some time. 15 never really went very far. As far as the 200 on the 15 goes. All right, cool. So now we can go to the bridge. Now we solved our problem here. We want some Stark, which we do have some. Max. Okay, now it's loaded. Let's send the max amount of Stark. And I wonder what they're going to charge us here. It says total fee will only be 7 cents. What, in Stark? Maybe. They're definitely going to charge me more than that in ETH. No, it says 7 cents. I mean, if it sends this transaction for 7 cents, that would really not be bad at all. Max fee 20 cents. Says it'll be 19 cents. Okay, it's a little bit different than 7 cents, but we'll just let it go ahead and run its course there. So we'll be bridging now from the Ethereum mainnet, Stark tokens on Ethereum being bridged to the Stark mainnet, and Stark is the native asset over there that you need to actually pay for transactions and stuff. So we'll give it a minute to see when it shows up over here. I don't know how fast. Like when I send XRP or something on the XRP network, I expect it to be there almost immediately, and I'm very rarely ever disappointed. If I have to wait, I usually have to wait for the exchange itself to initiate the transaction. That's usually what I wait for the most. As soon as the exchange itself, Coinbase, whatever, initiates a transaction, XRP is there like immediately. But I've never used StarkNet. I don't know how long it takes to get StarkNet over. NW in the house. We're kind of picking up where we left off the other day, man. I did set up the wallet that you told me about, NW. Thanks for being here. Good evening. Still definitely want to talk to you about the whole airdrop and farming stuff that you're into. That's really cool. But I'm having to send some StarkNet tokens over to this Snap wallet integration, third-party integration into MetaMask, just because that's where my ETH is, right? So if I don't send stuff over here, I'm just going to leave this ETH sitting here for forever and never use it? And of course, we are just waiting. Oh wait, did I do it twice? Do I have to keep confirming? What is going on? I guess confirm. Okay, hopefully I didn't just do it twice. But if I did, it's not the end of the world. I might have done it twice now, so that's fun. Bounce not too crazy on River. Let's see if we get some follow through to the downside. And we'll get rid of this ChatGPT chat about StarkNet. Says, looks like it, LOL. I joined your Discord. I saw that, or I was pretty sure that was you who joined because of the timing of it. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, and we'll definitely talk on there. Definitely the right wallet. No Stark has shown up here yet. But it's weird. A very small amount of ETH showed up over here. All right, let's go back to our bridge here. So here we are. All right, so we did have Stark executing on Ethereum, so I guess it's still executing on Ethereum. And then it's got to confirm on Ethereum. It says I sent 2. I was talking about yesterday's. Oh, so okay, I did send this twice. And it says that it went to this 6AC. Why doesn't it have the last letter? right? Because this is, oh, it is 6 AC. Okay, those are the 3 last letters. I'm used to it showing the last 4 letters of a contract address, not 3, but I guess, you know, that's typical. So again, I did double send it, which kind of sucks, but so the first one, I don't even know. It just says ETH. I think this was yesterday. Yeah, this was yesterday. Okay, that was yesterday. So we can get rid of that one. And this one's today. So it's in the mem pool, I guess. It is pending inclusion in a block. They do say this can take a few minutes, right? Let's see, it should tell you. At the bottom yesterday, I think it said it could take 5 to 10 minutes or something like that. Go back to activity. And so we're chilling, just kind of waiting for this to happen. We totally got burned on this one. And again, if you go to the leaderboard here, you will see not many people make it past like level like 48, 49. Do you partake in prediction markets such as Polymarket? Mert from Solana has launched its own market called Check Price. It's limited to invite only, but seems like early advantage to a future airdrop. I don't typically do anything with Polymarket and stuff, but if there was a reason to do it for like airdrop, then I might actually do it. Obviously, I could take some shots on some predictions for sure. So yeah, definitely tell us a little bit more. You said it's limited invite only, so how do we get the invite on that, right? Oh wow, so you can watch like a whole play-by-play on how they got to level 49. That's wild. Look how decked out they are. See, how do I get to the point where I can make good decisions? I need to make good decisions in the beginning of the game. Guess maybe I got to go back to the beginning of their game. So you could study some of these people. I like that they give this because I could kind of study where they started. They bought some lowly gear, nothing crazy. And let's see, they bought a book. So magic. So they went with magic type stuff. Just kind of looking at their gear as they progress through. This is cool. So you can kind of study them and see. They had a hard time at first with this Ani. That makes me a little bit more interested. Let's see. Did we ever get any Starknet tokens? None. Where are we at? Still pending inclusion in a block. Probably because our fee was so low, which is weird because I didn't choose the fee for ETH. Like they chose it, not me. Says I have 4 invites. I can give you one. Okay, cool. I appreciate that. Can you reach out to me in the Discord, like a direct message in Discord? That would be cool. Still haven't really been able to do a whole lot above the 21 since we dropped under the 200 here, but it's looking like it's threatening to do that. Let's see what happens. Is it going to go on another little tear here? It says check lock. Hey, I appreciate you. El Cheeto. Oh, he meant check block. LOL. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. Let's go here. Executing on Ethereum. The transaction is pending inclusion in a block. They usually have like a CN Explorer or something. eScan. There you go. Let's go get eScan. Transaction hash not found. View on block scan. Seems like we got lost. So basically what you're telling me is that this is never actually going to go through. I knew that the fee seemed way too cheap. Even at 19 cents, it seemed way too cheap. Activity made via layer 0 bridge might be missing. We are currently upgrading our bridge connection. Your data will sync automatically soon. The joys of being early in crypto. Starknet account. Yeah, same thing over here. I mean, what do? Run and try to stop it? 5-minute RSI on your trade river. Let's go look at the 5-minute. Bottomed out for sure. Probably gonna get a pump, but the 15-minute is high and pointed down. 15 minutes coming down, so I can see there being some follow through here. Let's get rid of MemeX. Don't need MemeX. One minute coming down. Again, we had a head and shoulder. We took our measured move from the head and shoulder. I should probably leave that up, huh? And that's kind of where we're shooting for. Throw a line there. Then get rid of the leg or the measured move. Yep, bear flag. There you go. Yeah, really annoying that this bridge is taking so long here. Anybody have any advice on what I should do about this bridge? Just will take some time. Yeah, I'm sure it probably will take some time for that 15-minute to kind of bottom out. So the bridge basically just didn't bridge. The bridge is not bridging. AKA, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. And I used it the other day, but for ETH. So I don't know if is it just not work well for Stark? Is there a way to like cancel the transaction in MetaMask maybe? Okay, it does say fail. Amount, total, 4 cents failed. Okay, so on the MetaMask side of things, it does say that it just failed. It says it takes a bit. Huh. It'll probably take an hour maybe. Yeah, I think he's talking about the bear flag. NW, I think, is talking about the bridge. I mean, I'm cool with letting it run for a minute, but it is really weird that it's weird that on the MetaMask side of things it says status failed. So it doesn't seem like it's ever going to go through. If it's failed, that is. So there's my swap. I don't even know anymore. I got to see which transaction is which. The Stark is definitely, if it failed, then it failed. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to double check because I've done so many different little transactions in the last day or so. I'm trying to make sure it's the most recent. It says that the Stark is still in my Ethereum wallet. And then it says, okay, sent to Jeez, I don't even know. I don't know if it worked or not. Did it send the crypto back to your wallet yet? The Stark is still in my wallet. I don't think it ever moved it out. I don't think it ever took it out of my wallet. You would think though that on this side of things it would say like failed or something like that, right? It would say like, you know, failed, didn't work, something. Transaction is pending inclusion in block. All right, well, I guess we'll give it a minute. I'm going to practice again. No point in being in such a rush to pay to lose here. Did it send the crypto back to your wallet yet? I don't know. I think so. I mean, what I try to send, it never, yeah, it's still in my wallet. It's still in my ETH wallet so far. It hasn't came out. It says it's still trying to get included into a block on Ethereum. But when it has like a transaction fee of like, you know, quote unquote 4 cents, when is the validator ever going to pick that up? That is weird. I get what you mean. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know when they're ever going to pick that up. I don't really know what this thing is. It's magic. So do I want to... That one guy who's top dog, he went with the mage side of things. I kind of want to go more the heavy warrior side of things. A bludgeon. Don't really see anything I super like here. Scimitar. You don't make money very quickly in this thing, so... I don't want to buy too much fancy gear and just not even have a weapon. That doesn't seem like the way to go. I guess we're just going to buy this. And I guess we're going to focus on magic. Oh, loot bag. What do we get? 1 gold. Amazing. You would think a bag of loot would have more. Said I DM you on Discord. Appreciate that. I will take a look at that. Looks like I got sand attacked. Yeah. Number 1 rule of airdrop, though, there's no guarantees of good airdrop, but we try. Exactly. Thanks for the information, man. I'll look into it, and as long as everything looks pretty cool, probably kind of show it off to the channel on Monday. Again, appreciate you. So strength is increase, attack damage. Usually you work on other stats for magic, but it doesn't seem like this game is set up that way. Yeah, send the info for check price. I just looked at your message. I can also send you info for the Robinhood testnet if you'd like. Yeah, please do that. I would appreciate that, NW. Because both of those seems like good ones to try to, farm an airdrop in. Can't believe you said you got like 9K for Starknet or whatever. Was that what it was? It was Starknet? Man, that's a nice airdrop. That is really, it's pretty awesome. Dang, now they have a nice blade, but I'm already kind of switched to magic here. Usually you go cloth, right, when you're a mage? Let's go cloth here. You want to overbuy too much and have not enough money for any potions, for any health. That's awesome, man. I look forward to trying to actually... get a decent airdrop out of something. Robinhood testnet, I don't know. Do we think Robinhood is too stingy to give out a good airdrop? They have plenty of money. That's for sure. Let's keep going that strength up. Keep exploring, keeping a little bit of money to actually upgrade. That guy looks way too strong. Oh, he's only got 15 health, but he has a lot of power. Can only do 4 damage. But running from him has a very low effect. 25% flee rate. Oh, yep, he hit me with that 24. I think I could survive killing him. I would get 15 gold, which is a lot more than what you get normally for things. But I am definitely going to have to heal up after this. Alright, so we got him. Hopefully we get a bunch of XP too. That would be a big benefit. So let's see. Increase. There's really nothing here for defense. So I guess you pretty much rely on items for defense here. Definitely need a helm. Usually you don't use hide. Usually it's all cloth for a mage. I guess I can switch whenever I want. Oh, here's some cloth shoes. First, let's get some health, right? Yeah, even if I max out on all my money on health, I really don't have much, but I have to spend it all on health for sure. It was weird. On my side of things, it was like showing a blank screen. Alright, we probably should add something other than just attack. Of avoiding ambush. Yeah, that would be nice. Increase your max health. Yeah, that would be nice. Increase the chance of running away from beast. Yeah, let's do that. Can't just put everything in attack and then just get washed, right? This is some kind of ghoul. The heck is that thing? Very intimidating. Oh, it is a ghoul. Wow. So it's 120. Chance of fleeing is very low, and it has really high power. Oof. But if I run away, then I'm never gonna get. I just gotta fight it, even if it means I die. Yeah. Wow. It does 48. So its power's 32, but it did 48 damage to me. Oh yeah, I'm dead. I mean, I can try to run away. You failed. You're done. And that's game. This game is much harder than it looks. Alright, let's go back to our bridge. Inclusion in a block is never happening. I wish that I could, like, click cancel. Alright, let's go back to bridge. Alright, looks like we're just going to have to try to run this thing again. Right, that is the right wallet. Total fees? I don't know how, where are they getting this like 1 cent Ethereum fee? Like, you're never going to get anything to go through on Ethereum for 5 cents. Like, the validators are just not going to pick that up. Now, in the actual MetaMask side of things, it says more like 48 cents, which is still hard to believe, but maybe. I just don't think they have this bridge figured out, because it doesn't seem like you're ever going to get a transaction to go through for what they have factored. And a lot of times when you're doing something, you have like an option, you know, to increase, like, you know, how fast you want them to get done. Let's go to eScan here. It says success, transaction, block, all data, gas price fee, 4 cents, transaction fee altogether was like 48 cents. That makes a little bit more sense. Status success. Okay. Obviously, it wouldn't be over here yet. Okay, so this one says execution on Ethereum actually happened, where this one never happened. Confirmation on Ethereum. Okay, so this one's actually moving. So we'll keep an eye on this. Hey, and NW, if you don't mind me asking, yeah, work that time exactly, El Cheeto. But anyways, NW, when you did, you know, that, what was it, Starknet, you said, airdrop you got that was pretty hefty. How much did you actually spend farming that? Like, did you spend like a decent chunk of money? Like, did you even spend $200-300 farming? Or is that all just from like interactions that you did and you were just like really consistent about it or something like that? Never heard my notification go off, so this thing must be rather going sideways. Let's see, update. Yeah, it just went sideways. It's not really great if the 15-minute resets and all you do is go sideways. Doesn't look like it. 15-minute very much being pinned down by the 21. The 5-minute did reset while you went sideways, which is pretty lame. Looks like it's going to go try to retest that 200 again. Same for the 3 minutes pinned under the 21. 1 minute hanging out. Does look like it's going to be pretty good for some drawdown here. All right, we'll get rid of that. We'll go back to our bridge. 10 blocks, executing on Starknet. So I guess one thing takeaway here with the bridges and whatnot is just sometimes stuff doesn't work. I don't know how they're getting things through so cheap without using like a layer 2 like Polygon or something like that. But you have this layer 0 bridge that must be integrated. We are currently upgrading our bridge connections. Exactly. ETH fees have dropped. My average ETH fee is like 12 to 30 cents. Still gets high if heavy day. Okay. Well, I love to hear those ETH fees are coming down and being consistent. Execute on Starknet now. So maybe now we'll come over here and refresh, see if anything came through. All right, so it still hasn't gotten that far. And who knows how fast Starknet is? I have absolutely no idea. It is Bitcoin DeFi, so I guess it's, I don't know. Does it live on Bitcoin? Probably not. And I wish I could be good at this game. So far, I am terrible at this game. Let's play again. I got to figure out the right recipe here. See, I keep trying to get my damage up quickly. Maybe I need to get like my ability up to fleet. Another thing is like you are really at the mercy of probability, right? So I'm at the mercy of like what the market wants to give me. So wait, I got a bear the first time. Okay, I think they always feed you. It looks like they always feed you a one-shot kill animal first try. Although that bear did not look like he was like a 4 health bear. So they gave me like everything but strength. Kudos to them on that one. I would like a decent piece of like equipment though. Here's a bludgeon. It's a staff. I mean, I guess the staff is not a horrible weapon. Haven't really picked a lot of gear yet, so I still could go magic. We have a ghost wand. I think I'm gonna buy that. Then they have a ring, but what does the ring do? Okay. No other items really have like an information thing, but this one does. 3% per level, equip. Yeah, okay. Too early to buy that kind of stuff. So I guess we grab that wand, and then let's see if we can get some cheap gear. Hide. Pretty sure. I don't know. Can you use metal gear in... I'm over here trying to play like classic, you know, roles for a game, but I don't think this thing follows that. Here, let's try it out since we're just messing around. I'll take a plate mail, which is metal, and some gauntlets, which are metal, which I actually can't afford that. Let's purchase that. I don't know, that way I feel like I have some kind of defense running here. I probably spent like 150 bucks in fees. Okay, see, that's good to know. I mean, you definitely got a great return. Gas fees were crazy back then. Okay. Well, hopefully it'll be even better. Maybe you could even spend a little less now. Avoid summoning circle. I don't even know what that means. Okay. Big rock explosion. My guy runs directly towards the explosion, so shout out to him. And I said I had used it for like a year before the airdropped. Okay, so if you used it for like a year before the airdropped, you know what I'm saying here, then that means like you probably racked up a lot of usage on what they're looking at, right? Power level 10, gear, XP progress. So wait, you get progress and your actual gear levels up too. Okay, that makes some sense. So I guess there's a big benefit to holding certain gear long term. I gotta save all my money for potions, otherwise I'm gonna get hit and I'm just gonna have nothing. All right. Free potion on the house here. Whoever made like these graphics and stuff, like it's like they did the most and the least all at the same time. Is this the guy who killed me last time? Oh, he's got low power. You barely earn any gold, but how is my attack damage still 4? Oof, heavy intimidation here. There's no trying to fight this guy. I just want to have one good round of this where I get up to like level 10 or 15 or something like that. Feel like I'm doing something right. We just keep getting washed. So yeah, you never know what the criteria is. I say that all the time. So just do everything in lots of wash trading, ETH, USDC to ESDT, ETH to build volume. Okay. Back to ETH and just keep running it. Yep. Well, that makes sense. All right, another very high-powered monster. And I only have 4 health. I wonder if this, I see. So it does look like the gear you buy matters a lot here. Dang it. Because looks like my weapon is getting extra attack, but everything else is super negative, even though I have nothing in it. Dang. Do I run? Do I stay? I don't know. Oh, I failed to flee, so I'm going to take some damage here. He does have some pretty low power, but at 4 attack damage, it would take me forever to kill that monster. So I still get some XP though? Okay. So even when you run away, you still get some XP. Let's get that attack up. It's a nice hood here, but it would cost me literally all of my money. Heavy belts. Can I sell this? I did not mean to buy this. Okay, so you can swap stuff in and out. I don't know, we should just keep going here. Yeah, it's a good point about just, you know, switching it in between, you know, like wash trade in there. Alright, can I actually kill this thing? Okay, it has a super low. Okay, I can do more damage here. So I must be effective against this thing. 3 damage. I can only do 2 or 3 damage at a time, it looks like. Looks like I could win this one. Looks like I need 3 more hits. The problem is the thing's only worth 1 gold. So So it's like, I feel like never make enough money to really buy anything meaningful here. But whatever, I'll take it for its XP. 4 XP, so it barely gave me any XP as well. Beautiful. Looks like I took more damage than anything there. 2 more gold. It's pretty helpful. Some airdrops didn't even care if you did testnet or went on chain, such as Sentient. They only gave you airdrop for being active in their Discord, logging in each day and saying hi. Well, that's, I don't know, that's stupid. And it is kind of annoying how you have no idea what you have to do to get an airdrop, right? So that's, I mean, to their effect, it's great because you got people just doing everything. And it's another big reason why I don't really farm a lot of airdrops personally, is because you never know if it's going to be worth your time or not. Like, you never know if it's actually going to play out as being worth your time. So now I'm starting to kind of understand here that, like, you buy multiple gear and you can switch your gear based off of, like, how effective it is against a particular monster. Almost want to buy that, but I kind of need health here. Yeah, let's purchase and get up to full health. That was good. Still left us with like 15 bucks. A silk sash. I will buy that. Cool. Looks like we need all the gear we can get. NW says, it really is a guessing game. I grinded Sent Discord so much and pretending to care about people's day, which is what made me hate Discord, LOL, but I made about 2K. Okay. Well, it sounds like it did kind of work out for you. Oh, wow, I've never got a chest before. What the heck is this? And how about that trade? I haven't heard, like, any alerts go off. So it sounds like it just pumped. Or we're still going sideways, one or the other. Yeah, still very sideways-ish action here. Trending up while, like, the 15-minute decides to turn around on us. Oh, there we go. Well, that didn't really go our direction. So you got a lower high here. Hopefully you can put in another lower high. And let's keep going. But it also took a year. Jeez. Makes me feel bad for the games I was playing for an airdrop, right? Because I played them for like 2 months and then I was like, yeah, they're never going to airdrop. And I just moved on. Maybe eventually they were going to do something. I don't know. With that kind of gamble, I almost do wonder if it's even worth doing. El Cheeto sent 1 underground crypto gift membership. All right, and then so when you gift a membership, does some random person get to actually receive it? Because then it says this PS Cyrene DeFi received the membership. I've never had anybody randomly gift a membership yet. So that's a first. Thanks for doing that, El Cheeto, because I've never really got to see what the heck happens there. So somebody who's hanging out in here who I never see like actually comment or anything, no shade, that's fine, no big deal. Looks like they received that membership. Just saying, it's a total crap shot on how they reward. Back in the golden days, you just had to click some buttons like Arbitrum. I got 5K just for bridging and making like 10 swaps over 5 months. I should super chatted. Oh, were you trying to super chat? Is that what you were trying to do? very interesting either way. And shout out to PS or P Cyrene DeFi. Thanks for being here. Show us those custom emojis if you're not a bot, right? If you're actually here. And again, this is over on the StarkNet ecosystem. Let's refresh this. This has got to be done by now, right? We should have tokens over here. 1, 2. Yes. Okay. Now we have some tokens. All right. So the next thing that I want to do is I guess we'll have to finish off our game here first. Had to try. I was curious too. We found a lurker. One love to the lurkers. Oh, yeah. And no shade to any of the lurkers. I'm glad you're here regardless if you chat or not, and you received a membership, so I mean that worked out, right? Should have some custom emojis if you ever want to actually chat. So had to try, yet was curious too. Thanks, El Cheeto, bro, you're the best. All right, so we did, it finally worked. The bridge finally worked. We got Stark in our ETH wallet. Now I can send the ETH out of this wallet, right? It'll take a fee in StarkNet tokens, and then I can send my StarkNet tokens that remain in this wallet to my other wallet, this wallet that NW told us about, or recommended, even though I had already seen it, but he recommended it, so that made me feel confident. I set it up, and then we'll be done with this Snap third-party wallet for StarkNet, and I'll just use the other wallet for everything else. But before I even bother trying to like a paid game here, we should just probably run an attack and finish this game. All right, so that was the first time if I felt like I was strong in this game. And did it drop an item? Did I get an item out of that? I never bought this belt, so I definitely did get an item out of that. That was pretty cool. Said I never gifted a membership. Hey, I'm the first person you ever gifted a membership. That's what's up. Figure why not? It's UG stream. You're the best, bro. Appreciate it. And really glad to see you coming back to the channel a little bit more often. I know we had holidays and all kinds of stuff. I didn't see you for a while. I always get a little worried that people are never going to come back. Not like, you know, it's their business, and I know stuff happens. Life is crazy, right? So I don't really like hold it against anybody. But I'm really glad to see you back on the channel, man. That's what I'm really trying to say here. I would love to get to like a high level in the practice so that I have like a bit of a strategy. I don't know what just happened. Is it going to tell us what just happened? Ectoplasmic web hit your chest and you lost 2 health, but you got XP, and at this point, man, that XP is what it's all about. And I do have a club weapon, but it's pretty lame, so I have to click drop. Oh, okay, and then I can drop whatever I want. I kept trying to like drag things over to this drop box, and nothing will drag. You have to click the drop box. Oh, okay, I got you. And then so we don't have any money, so all of these items are super basic and lame. So we need to kill something decent. All right, we got another bag of money here. That hard wick that it tried to pop up there didn't wind up doing anything. It's going super flat. Are we gonna Bart Simpson? Not a very big Bart Simpson. Just be like back up to that resistance here at the top wick. So we'll let this thing cook. No guts, no glory, right? All right, what happened? We discovered 1 gold. I love discovering 1 gold. Never happens in real life. Holy crap, an explosion. Why my man always run towards the explosion, the glass, whatever it is? He runs directly at it. Like, run away from it, bro. That's why you're getting hit with damage right now. Says, one love, homie, right back at you. Oh, man, I love this community so much. Shout out to everybody who's here. Did Campsta go to bed? Is Campsta still here? I haven't seen Campsta say anything in a while. I haven't seen Blues Guy say much in a while. Blues Guy, you still here with me? I bet Blues Guy's still here. Campston might have went to bed, and I think Melissa was working. I don't think Melissa ever was here. XRP pumping, about to go crazy, says Blues Guy. I did see that it was flagging out pretty cool. Pretty well, I should say. Man, none of my gear is good for fighting this Minotaur. He has way too much power. My flee chance is way too small. And my attack is like 4. Man, crit chance is really low. The gold you'd earn would be pretty amazing. But I just wind up spending all of it on potion to try to get my health back. All I can do is try to flee. Oh, and I fled successfully on the first time. That saved my life. Just saw an X post that Trump is trying to launch 2 crypto ETFs. When does the grift end with him, LOL? His NFTs went to 0. Trump and Melania went to 0. WLFI to 0. And now he wants ETFs. Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't heard anything about that. I mean, the other stuff I've heard of, obviously, but whatever ETFs he's trying to do, I haven't read up on that. So I am listening to you all. Manad is silver. Monday is silver. Okay, pump, watch for it. 47th day of the year. All right, I'll be interested to see if that plays out. I did get 1 XP running from that Minotaur. I only had a 28% chance getting away from that Minotaur, and I managed to get away. So maybe that means it's going to be like my first good round in this game ever. And we got a health potion. I would love to get to like level 50 and just crush that leaderboard. Now I'm playing for free, so one thing is, you know how you'll play a game in like a trial and it'll be relatively easy, and then when you actually like play a paid round, it'll like be way harder than normal. I'm wondering if this game is gonna be like that. What the heck is that thing? Good variety of games, or of creatures in this game. Again with the 4 attack. Why do I only have 4 attack? Okay, here's a better weapon. Wait, why did I have a crappy weapon attached? Yeah, equip. Oh wait, equipping item takes a whole turn? Dang. So I need to have it equipped. I don't remember not having it equipped. Should get him on that one. Oh man, I gotta watch out for that. I don't know why I had some random piece of equipment. Yeah, that needs to be okay. So cloth. What do I need to leave? I think I'm gonna leave the hide, right? It's level 7. It's only level 1. I think I need to leave that on. Dang, we're getting cooked out here. All right, what's the one that gives me an ability to run away? Fleeing a beast. Yeah, we need to increase that. And let's get that health cooking. Yeah, spend it all on the health potion. Still not full health. Cool game, says Blues Guy. Yeah, El Cheeto said this was a cool game. Blues Guy said this was a pretty cool looking game. So I'm gonna go with this game is pretty much liked on the fan base here. I'm still in my like free round. I'm gonna send some money over and play like a paid round at some point. But first I gotta see what the heck happens here. Okay, I got 6 silver. Would really love to get another potion. Alright, let's purchase. Alright, now our health is almost up. We're out of gold. Like, we ain't got a lot of gold, but yo, what the heck was that? Yo, whoever made like the random events, kind of wild. What if they're like AI generated? Holy crap, I took 67 damage? Well, so much for having some freaking health. Dodging obstacles. Well, in the spirit of that, I think I should increase my ability to dodge obstacles and also avoid beast ambushes. All right, let's do that. Dang, I need at least 6. I need at least 6 gold to get a potion. Come on, free random potion. Yo, what the heck is that? Friggin' smoke attack? Starting to get late. I can see the viewership dropping off. Avoided the dark mist. Okay, so that paid off. Got a little bit of XP out of it. Yo, what is that thing? Can we do damage to that thing? Can I tame it? Can it be my pet? I can only do 8 attack at a time. Only have a 30% chance of fleeing. It's worth 16 gold, but I'd have to do a lot of hits, and it has a huge power. I guess I just have to flee until, yep, failed. Oh, it only did 8 damage? 48. Okay, I finally fled successfully, but I'm cooked. I got no health here. Dang it. So it's almost like you have to get lucky, and the gear that you have on needs to be the right gear for the monster that you run into. It's kind of crazy. 855 over here in the west. $855 over here in the west. For what? Silver? I'm lost. What are you talking about, El Chudo? Alright, well, we're cooked. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're done. This is like the worst thing you could possibly encounter. Oh yeah, dead. Dang, my neck is killing me. I don't know why. Wow, the dragon ambushed me. It wasn't even a high like hit. It was just 22. I was just cooked here. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go back. All right, so now we should be able to send some money over. So let's go and see if it says buy game. So you have dungeon tickets, survivor credit. I really don't know what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. So let's go buy game with crypto. Insufficient funds. All right, so let's take this. And you can use ETH on here and Stark. So it looks like I want to send this to this address, max ETH, and we'll use our Stark in order to do it. We'll have to approve it through MetaMask. Okay, transaction successfully sent. Come over here. Did it go through already? I don't know. All right, no, that's not where we go. We go to buy game. And I don't think you can buy the game. I think you have to like buy a game. So let's go to ETH. Okay, so it's sent. So how much ETH do I have? Doesn't tell me. I like that. I love when it doesn't tell me. Let's see. Play Loot Survivor 2. Buy a ticket. So how many tickets can I actually buy here? Looks like I could buy up to like 6 tickets. Well, for the sake of it, let's buy, sub overflow. Let's buy 5 tickets, right? Bang. All right, so we got 5 tickets. It has been 2 days worth of trying to figure this the heck out, and we finally bought a ticket, and we can play a legitimate round, right? Didn't I just buy a ticket? Didn't I hit play? game price is 79 cents. I don't want to practice for free. Okay, no. So I guess I go into my wallet. I got 5 games. I have no idea what I'm doing. Can anybody tell that I have no idea what I'm doing? So I thought I bought tickets to play this. Pretty sure I did buy dungeon tickets. I don't want to send a ticket. I just want to use one. Buy game, go. We already bought them. Purchase with controller? I don't know what that means. Let's see, I could switch to Stark. I don't have enough Stark to even buy 1 ticket. Yo, I'm so confused. So I bought games. How do I actually play the game? Active. Alright. Did I do it? I think I did it. Action failed. Okay, didn't do it. Oh, the time, LOL. It's 8:55. Yeah, it's midnight. 12 a.m. Yo, so okay, I bought some tickets. I own some dungeon tickets. Play Loot Survivor 2. But how do I actually play? Credits are used to pay for network activity. There are no tokens and cannot be transferred or refund. Okay. Survivor ERC20 token. I assume this is something you get for playing. And then dungeon tickets. Token standard. Send? I don't get it. So I have 5 games. Do I have to send it? I don't think I want to send it. I just actually want to play. One of them I clicked on and it said play. But then it never did anything. Review purchase. Alright. I don't get it. Activity. No activity. Okay, here's the game. Go here. So do I send it somewhere in order to play? Yo, I just want to play the game. Why so complicated? Just one more thing to try to figure out here. The cartridge purchase system. We did it with crypto and we bought dungeon tickets. They came in like the form of like NFTs, which was weird. Let's go to ETH, buy 1 ticket. Confirming on StarkNet, play. But nothing happens. Wow, each one of these beasts right here are a value of $1,667? Bro, what the heck? Yo, how does anybody play this game though? I bought the thing and I clicked play. Nothing happened. Do I need other currency? Now I have 6 adventures. Oh no, it's just the purchase on the Explorer. In details down here it says expired. It says false. So I mean it does show that I haven't used it. Yo, this is so wacky. So do I have to send it somewhere? I mean, I could send it to one of you guys. If I could figure out how to use it, I could send one so somebody could play. That would be cool. Completed. Okay, right here it shows 6 my games. So I should be able to enter one, right? It says loading. Okay, I figured it out. What a pain. Jimmy Villain in the house. What is up, my man? You were hanging out with us yesterday. We figured it out, and this is my first paid game here. Of course, they always set us up with the first one. It's a one-hit kill. It gives us like no gold. I don't know what the point of that is, but make sure you know the mechanics, I guess. Oh man, this game is pretty hard. I gotta give it to them. They made this game pretty difficult. I do need the ability to flee from some beasts. And again, this is my first like paid to play game, so I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad. The mage stuff always seems so much cheaper, but it's always such random stuff. Like I'd like a good weapon, but they didn't give me crap for weapons. I mean, whatever this bludgeon, you know, that's about as good as the weapon I have, but it is magic. So instead of maybe trying to go for like the big items, the other thing is you can't switch. If you switch items while you're actually fighting something, it costs like 1 turn. So that's not good at all. Says, what's up, my brother? Jimmy Villian said, Villian, that's hilarious. Yeah, Villain says, love how you take so much time to figure things out. Did you ever get your money yesterday? So the first thing we were doing, I was trying to send money to Kronos. I don't know why I was trying to do that. I was trying to bridge it. Now, we are playing a different game called Lion's Mane, Loaded Lions. And it is on the Crow ecosystem. That never worked. They took my money, but it never went to the right wallet. But we used a different bridge yesterday on the Stark network, which is where this game is, which is what I was really trying to accomplish. I don't know why I got off on that other, tangent. This actually, we got it working. I just had to actually get the native asset into the right wallet so that I could send a transaction. Yesterday we spent so much time just to get some Ethereum into a Starknet wallet here, but then once I did that, I didn't have any native asset to actually send it over to the game. So now we bought six dungeon tickets, I guess, and we're on our first one. I'm trying not to completely mess it up here. I do like how I'm not really on a time limit or anything like that. Trying to decide what I want to go. In my mind, usually you go, more of like heavy metal armor, big sword kind of gear. But I'm not getting like a nice sword or whatever. The best weapon I got here is a magic weapon. It's just not very clear what the heck I should buy. I started off with a magic weapon, so there's that. So I guess I'm going to go cloth items. When I kind of looked at what somebody else did and went through like their game, because you can go into the leaderboard and you can look at somebody's game who's like high level, and you could go all the way back to when they started and go move by move through what they did. So I was watching what he did in the beginning, and he didn't buy like you know, crazy expensive gear right off the bat. I would like to get, and your gear rather helps you or it doesn't help you. I don't know. It's so confusing. I think I am going to lean more towards different gear. Let's see. Filter items. Yeah. And you also kind of get like the luck of the draw of like whatever the heck the market gives you, which kind of sucks. All right, let's turn that filter off so I can see everything. Yep, don't forget to sub and that I'm on Twitter. Appreciate you, Melissa. Shout out to Melissa for being here. Thank you. What I had been doing was buying like an expensive piece of gear, but like I really need weapons. So I guess we're going to go with this cheap robe and hood, and we'll purchase those just so I have something. And I guess we're going to explore here. Oh, chainers. Yep, there's a link to chainers there. I love chainers. So far, it's been a lot of fun on chainers. Yo, I got hit. I only took 2 health, though. A trimmer hit your head. No, it looked like it hit me directly in the chest, actually. But I got 4 XP for it. I think the highest level I've gotten up to so far was like 8, 7, or 8. I need to really look at what the highest level I've gotten up to. So I want to get to like level 50. I bet when you get up past like 20, it probably takes a while to upgrade. All right, now I'm level 3. Really want to increase some strength here. All right, now we got a katana. That seems like it. Oh, but I'm already decked out in mage gear, right? Crap. I don't know. I don't know if I want to try to buy gear. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Weex link, how are we doing? Are we getting crushed? Seems like it pumped. I was hoping for some follow through on that 15-minute. It was trending down on the RSI. Didn't look like we got it. What the heck are you doing? Oh, okay. No, we're not. We're not getting cooked yet. No explosive move, so hopefully it's going to roll over. We're still negative a couple of bucks. And this is Weex, obviously, where I love to trade. So Melissa threw that link. Also, all my links are always in the description, by the way. All right, so what the heck are we doing? The other part that's really confusing is like, you never know what you're going to go up against as far as like an event or a monster. And so how do I know what gear I need to pick ahead of time? And if I try to change my gear, it costs me a whole turn. And if I come into a high level monster that can really do a lot of damage, pretty much cooked at that point. Nothing I can do. So I guess I need to stick to like one class here and hope that that works out. Oh well, all I can really do is continue to play over and over until I get the hang of it. Oh man, we're done. We're cooked. Hopefully this is more of an event. Oh wait, that dragon's not even that strong. How is this dragon only 13 health? And how is magic not effective against, I guess dragons are usually magical. Got a 66% flee rate. At 4 attack damage, I'd have to hit him several times. It's hard to walk away when this thing is only 13 health. But if it hits me with like 30 power, I got 3 hits. And honestly, man, it would be nice to get that 15 gold, but I'm going to spend it all in potions trying to heal myself. There is only a 3% crit rate. Dang, I wish I had a better weapon. See, I knew I should have bought that weapon. Let's see, can we get a flea? 66% chance. Okay, we did successfully flee. Alright, let's go to market. Man, I don't want to waste money, but I probably need to buy something else. Looks like an event. What the heck is this? It's funny, I've been playing it for a minute and I still hit like events and I have no idea what they are. So we leveled up, we lost 2 health. What do we have the least on? Intellect? Oh yeah, dodging obstacles. Let's increase that. And I still only have like the weapon I started with. I thought I bought a weapon. How did I not buy a weapon yet? Well, we're buying this weapon. Purchase. Okay. Power's only 4. That's what my other weapon was. Well, that sucks. Oh well, looks like I messed up the whole game here. I guess in a turn-by-turn game, you really can just mess it all up. I just upgraded my dodge ability, so hopefully I dodged it and didn't get hit. Let's see what it says. No, I got hit right in the head apparently, and I lost 24. So let's increase that ability to dodge. No point in increasing maximum health right now, since I don't even have any health. Or any potion. And back to the river trade. Look at it just using my break even as the support. Isn't that beautiful? Why does it always do that? No matter where my break even is, it's always support or resistance. Ooh, look at that. Absolutely cooked here. Oh yeah, we're done. Attempting to flee, please get it. Oh, we got it on the first try. Nice. Yo, if he would have hit us, we would have been done. I don't know if there's even any point. At least this one's level 4. This one's, oh, level 4. Okay. Oh, power 16. So this thing did level up. What happens if I drop this? Do I get any gold for it? Can I sell it? No, I just drop it. Okay. Well, it was worth finding out what it did. And shout out to everybody who's here. I might be at this for a minute. I see some viewership dropping off. It's cool, guys. I don't take it personal. We've ran through a lot of the show. We're trading. Oh, that thing killed me. Nice. I like how I didn't even get... wow, it just ambushed you for 78 damage. Amazing. Even if I could fight it after, if I was full health, if I would have been absolutely full health and it hit me for 78 damage, what, I would have got to strike it one time before it hit me again and killed me? It's almost a little bit too random. It's kind of too random if you ask me. So let's switch it up. Take a look at our little trade going on here. Still not in break-even territory. Gonna have to wait for this thing to break down. That game is so dark, if you will, like both literally and figuratively. Then we gotta switch it up a little bit. That can't be the only thing that we played. It reminds me of a card game that we downloaded to try to play. I believe it was in the Somnia ecosystem. And it was really dark, like, of a game. But then also, like, you had to buy, like, every card. It was like, yo, who the heck is hopping on here and dropping thousands of dollars just to, like, and not even know how to play yet? Like, that was the one thing. They needed a tutorial, really, for that game because it was a card game and I didn't even know how to play. So how the heck do I know what cards I'm supposed to buy? Like, you don't know what cards you're supposed to buy. Alright, what was the other thing I was going to do? Oh, I need to get my, like, free NFT from the mini game. So really, we just need to get to 1,000 points. Starts off really slow. Got the scatter shot. Give him 1, give him 2, give him 3. Alright, now that I know there's another one on the board, we'll grab that. And then basically once I get 1,000 points here, then I'll just let them kill me. Now, there's no real value to getting really high points here that I've found. You just get the same thing you would get if you would have just died when you had 1,000 points, which is flawed in my opinion, but it's easy to get to 1,000 points and then just get your free NFT. Hopefully get something you can upgrade your farm with. The whole name of this whole thing is upgrade your farm so that you can get more yield on a daily basis. That's pretty much it. On. Oh, let's get that TNT. All right, we're more than halfway there. This win is pretty much in the books. Challenging famous last words there. Starting to get the swarms coming in. All right, we made it over 1,000. Hit this TNT. Oh yeah. I do like when they mob up and you get the scatter shot. It's kind of fun to just absolutely annihilate all of them. But I don't want to sit here and play. Next thing you know, I'll be at like 10,000 health. Or 10,000 points, I should say. All right, let's view the prize. Let's see what our prize is. Check out River on the 1 hour next chance. All right, I got you. Jack Piggy food. I don't even think I have a pig yet, but I got some food for it. Let's see. Let's go to our missions leaderboard. Okay. Yeah, but where are the rewards? Like, so what? You got some immutable points. Cool. Daily missions complete 2 out of 5. Collect milk from the farm. I don't have that. Plant 5 watermelon seeds. Okay, that I could probably do that. Collect 10 chili peppers. We're working on that. So watermelon and chilies. Use fertilizer 3 times. That doesn't really give us much. This bonus item better be really good. I need 3. So I could do those 3. Earn 0.2 by completing CPX surveys. What? I don't want to do no damn survey. Those are not even... Oh, surveys. Says it takes 2 minutes. Bit Labs. Yo, this thing's probably gonna take way too long. Confidential information. I don't want to give that out. No, I'm just kidding. Looks dumpy. 30-minute looks like it's about to drop. Lower lows, lower highs. Yep. Here, let's do this. I'll port the stream over to TradingView real quick, and we'll take a look at what you're talking about. So let's go to TradingView. Already on River, but we are on the 1 minute. He said the 1 hour. And let's bring it down into perspective. I mean, one thing I kind of see is double bottom-ish, but didn't really bounce. Could be very Adam and Eve-ish. It's kind of Adam-ish. Yet to be seen here. does kind of look like, I mean, it's been dumping hour over hour here since you were at like $23. The 1 hour acting like it did something. I don't trust these like divergences on the stochastic, whatever this thing is stupid. I don't like the divergences on it. Although I do really prefer to find them myself. I don't really have any. I mean, maybe the slightest bit of bull divergence, but you could say that was pretty much just stopped you from falling right here. Let's see. So you had, you know, this, well, using the wrong thing. Let's use this. So you had a little bit of some divergence. Not really, no. No, really. I thought it was flatter, but no, it's not as flat as I thought it was. So yeah, it's pretty much no real divergence. You're just up against this support here, which is more like right there. Just my alert line, so I do want to move that up a little bit. Being pinned down by the 21, you're a little far away from the 200 on the 1 hour. I don't love that, but if you start kind of flagging it out, I mean, this screams a double top up here at $15.25. 30-minute RSI is under 50. Let's go to the 30-minute. Yeah, and it's rolling over. And then, of course, it gets a little bit more clear as you drop into your lower time frames. The 15-minute is definitely wanting to come down. Oh, that sneeze came out of nowhere. All right. So we'll get rid of this. All right. Honestly, this was like an inverted head and shoulder. It played out pretty beautifully, really. Almost perfect. Pattern's not heavily respected on this, though, if I have to be honest. The one thing I'm not really looking at too much here that I normally am always looking at is the liquidity. Like I said, I kind of hopped in this trade prematurely. Let's go look at the liquidation for River, which surprisingly I haven't really looked at today. So yeah, it looks like you have a high node down here at 13.2. $13.20. Really nothing above you. That just really tells me there's high odds you go lower. So I mean, even if you pumped up, what are you going to go to $14? Yeah. I'd probably just add at that point. Yeah, or you have 675,000 down at 13.2. Take care. I have to go to bed now. All right, Melissa, have a good night. I know it's the same time for you as it is for me. How long have we been live here? 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And yeah, that's pretty much the River trade. We're going to let this thing cook. See, are we green? Barely. We're up 74 cents. Really want to see it break this bottom wick with some vengeance. Then I'll know that we're really going lower. It is very like, you have that head and shoulders here, then it just kind of rounded. Does seem like it wants to come down to, what did I say, 13.2? What is my alert at? Oh, you guys are still on TradingView. I didn't port you over. My bad. There we go. And so we're finally, we were finally green on the trade for a minute. Actually, we still should be. A bull div on the 4 hour. Yeah, for the... dude, there's been a bull div on the 4 hour for a long time. So we'll kind of pull that up. Make this RSI bigger. The heck. Some bullish div. I don't know. The other day there was really nice bullish div, and the price just continued to drop to the point where there wasn't any 4 hour bullish div, and then it just dropped off the face of the earth and fell like $4. So I don't know. I don't know how much I'm worried about. I don't know. This thing just seems to move to liquidity and not respect any TA. Which is kind of why I want to switch to trading Zama. If anything, I should just get the heck out of this trade. Although it might roll over and fall down. It says, no, I am wrong. It's all good. Happens to the best of us here. All right, get me out of this 5 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute. Looks like the 1 minute wants to kind of pick up. Go for a bounce. Let's crush down this RSI. So we can actually see our chart. There we go. That's a little better. And that's just what we're cooking with, man. It's downtrending. We'll see if it makes a higher high. It's getting kind of late. Probably going to jump off. I appreciate everybody being here on a Saturday night. Remember, I will not be streaming tomorrow. Super bearish, maybe even $12. Well, I'm here for it. I'm going to let it cook. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not gonna stress it too much, and I'm gonna let it cook. I'm probably gonna play some more practice rounds here of Loot Survivor over the course of the night and see how that goes. Yeah, getting to bounce finally. Kind of another double bottom there. Didn't break this bottom wick, so we'll see what happens. I haven't put too much money in the trade, right? Although it says margin 305, like 250 of that is just margin. $50 in the trade. I've got like $400 in reserve for mitigation purposes, so I should be able to get myself out of the trade relatively easy if we pump like crazy. Who knows? This thing does the wildest thing, and my liquidation's at $16.67, so I do want to set myself an alert a little higher up, so I'll know if we break these top wicks up here that I need to start adding and mitigating. So create. I do have a feeling we're going to the downside. The 15 minutes trending down, so I'm hoping I got it right. So see you next time. Peace, brother. Yes, thank you for being here, Jimmy, El Cheeto, Camsta, Melissa, Blues Guy, everybody who came on a Saturday night till, people still hanging out with me, 12:32 p.m. where I am. I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much for being here. As always, stay underground, stay crypto. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you, El Cheeto, for gifting a membership. I had never seen that on my channel before. I didn't even know how that worked, so that helped raise my YouTube IQ today. And I hope you guys enjoyed kind of the wrapping up of the series. New series for you on Monday. I'll have one day off, and then we'll be back at it for the rest of the week. And I'll probably post some kind of update in the Discord about what the heck is happening with my trade at some point. All right, everybody. Crypto Ron out. Stay underground. Stay crypto.